Hi guys, I'm here again, and this is another new video. Before I get started, I just want to say I'm sorry I haven't recorded a video in so long. I remember before my last video I mentioned how my computer wasn't really working right. The charger was broken. It wouldn't charge my laptop very well, or actually at all. I had to actually keep it plugged in order for it to actually work. And then, I eventually started getting a bunch of viruses, and, my computer was just a complete mess. So I had to get it fixed. So that's why I haven't really recorded a video in such a long time. But now that's fixed, so I'm gonna hopefully get started. I don't know if I'll be recording a lot, because once again, I like to record when I'm alone in the house. So I don't have really anyone hear any noises or anything going on. But, so we'll just have to see. But, yeah, so let's get started. So, I want to, talk about a question that a lot of Pokemon fans, especially the anime, fans of Pokemon ask: will Ash become the champion for this new region? And if you guys have heard this question, probably a lot, and I imagine a lot of people do get really mad about this. Everybody believes that, Ash will never become the champion, a new game will come out, they'll make Ash go to that new region and all that stuff. But, it's possible he might become the champion of this region, mostly because the Alola region is very much different than all the other regions. They don't actually have gyms. They have something called Island Trials. Or Island Trials, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I played the game. And so for that, they don't have Elite Four and Champion, like, the other regions. And even in the anime, the actual anime is very much different than the games. Instead of, in the games you defeat the gyms and then you can battle the Elite Four and Champion. But the anime is very much different in that you have an extra step between the gyms and the Elite Four. You have this huge tournament sort of style where every trainer goes against each other until, there's one trainer that has defeated all of them, that has won the Elite Four, that has won that league. Basically like the Indigo Plateau and the Kalos League in the Kanto, and, so on and so on. So yeah, but since the Alola region doesn't have gyms, they won't have that big tournament style thing anymore. It's possible that the anime might come up with something, similar to that, in the sense that trainers basically from all of the Alola region, whether they be professional trainers like Ash, or just amateurs that might want to battle and just see their strength. Because Ash has fought up against people who aren't actually competing against in the league. They're actually pretty strong trainers in the anime that he's come across. But yeah, so it's very possible that he might come, because he might become the champion, because he'd probably be the only one that actually would battle the Elite Four, since, well, of course he's the main character, so he's going to happen if it does happen that way. But there's another question, but since it's possible we want to ask, but now there's another question I want to ask. What's going to happen to the anime? Since if Ash does become the champion, does that mean that the anime is over? Because in my mind, ever since the anime came up, I've always thought that if they're going to end it, they should end it with Ash becoming a champion. I just felt like it would be, kind of stupid that they don't end it that way. So yeah, there's also, but there's also something else that's happening. Not too long ago, a trailer was released for a new movie that's coming out, a new Pokemon movie that's coming out. It's called Pokemon I Choose You, I believe. I haven't really seen much of the trailer at all. But it's basically about Ash going on his first journey, basically the first season of the anime put into a movie. And instead of Ash and Brock, not Ash and Brock, but Brock and Misty, it's actually two entirely different people. basically trainers at the same age as Ash, so I don't know if they are if they're battling in the gyms or if they're doing something else. There is also, it's a more updated version of the first season. There are fairy types. There, one of the legendary Pokemon that are in Sun and Moon will be in this anime. So it's definitely sort of like if Ash went on his first journey now, with the introduction of fairy types. I'm also curious if he'll have a Mega Stone too, since Mega Stones are, something that would exist, since he wouldn't have the Z Stone because Z Stones only exist in the Alola region. So I'm quite curious about that, but this makes me wonder if that means that the anime, that this will come into an anime, the movie will eventually become an anime, basically rebooting the entire series, or does that mean that it's the end of the anime? And personally, if the anime is going to end, I really wouldn't be too sad. I mean, of course I would be sad because this is a show that's been on for years. It's been throughout my childhood. I've watched it. I've loved it. Characters, Ash battling, seeing his epic battles like against Paul, which is one of my favorites and still is. And amazing storylines like in the in X and Y and the N story arc that was in Black and White and stuff, and so on, and some really cool Pokemon that he's caught over the years. So yeah, but I personally wouldn't be mad because, it might come at the end of this, there might become something new out there. We might get a new anime that, doesn't have Ash as the main character. We might get someone entirely new. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about this and discuss it because, once again, the Alola region doesn't work the same way as other regions. They don't actually have official gyms. They do have now they have basically the only thing that's closest to the league is now Elite Four and Champion that we get to become at the end of the game. And it's possible that Dash might end up becoming the champion since there's really no one else for him to battle. And if he does, then it's possible that this anime will end and he will, end up staying in Alola. I mean, it would naturally make sense. And so, yeah, but let me know what you guys think in the end of this. I mean, do you think Ash is going to become the champion of Alola? Do you think that means the anime is going to end? Are you happy? Are you sad? But yeah, let me know down in the comments below on what you think. I really love your opinion. If you guys really enjoy these videos, I've got plenty of other videos that you guys can watch. Some Pokemon related, some not. So yeah. And so I guess this is goodbye for now, everybody.